Moving on to our nightcap game. This is a fun one. 7 p.m. here.
Weber State.
No, but close. Uh,
Okay.
it's a team called UCLA, so close.
Yeah.
UCLA and UNLV here. UCLA is a 2.5 point favorite in the game. I know we've talked UNLV 2 weeks in a row, but listen, a lot of people are talking them group of five into the playoffs. You've got Dan Mullen, right? You've got a lot of storylines here for this team. And here they are coming in as a 2.5 point underdog against UCLA with Nico. And okay, now this is wild. ESPN matchup predictor UNLV 73% chance to win. And they're a 2.5 point underdog. Quinn.
Yeah, they're an underdog because UCLA is a name brand in Vegas nabs people who don't understand what's going on. UCLA is garbage. Okay, UCLA is a fraud of a P4 school. There is, I'd say, 2/3 of the Big 12 and probably no 3/4 of the Big 12 and 2/3 of the ACC. I would take in my conference before UCLA, but the name brand power is the reason they're in the Big Ten. Let's get that out of the way right now. I think they might be the worst football team in the Big Ten, and Northwestern exists. Okay, so
Who just got beat by Tulane by 20.
exactly. Okay. UNLV, I think this is a game where Dan Mullen's going to be able to slap that up on a board and go, look, they got you as an underdog, and we've been the favorites and been having to deal with all this pressure playing nobodies when we're the favorites. Now you get to go in and try to bully someone who's favored over you, and I think that plays the UNLV's advantage. I think this is part of the reason they're everybody's like favorite is it doesn't matter what P4 team you beat as a G5 team. If you beat one, it builds your resume so much. So when you can play one that is of the quality of a UCLA, that really works in your favor because it is a P4 team that is it's a lot easier to beat UCLA of the Big Ten than to beat Wisconsin of the Big Ten. And I'm not even going for a big fish, I'm just a medium team of Big Ten. Okay. So I like UNLV to get a win in this game. I like them by probably about 10 points. I think they're going to push UCLA around.
Last week, UCLA on offense, everything was Nico Maliaba. Passing, rushing, man, almost receiving, it felt like.
50 wanted, right?
Right, 50% completion percentage, 130 yards, and everything. He just gave everything to the Bruins. They mustered 10 points against a Utah team that won 4 games last season, 5. And this is what me and Freddie talked about last week, Quinn, when we were talking about the Utah-UCLA game. I was like, do I choose Utah? Do I not? Man, me and Quinn have been choosing Utah so much the past couple of years because of Cam Rising, and maybe it helps that Cam Rising's finally gone. They get him out of the window. Maybe it helps. But I was like, oh, this should be – they were both bad teams. And then I'll put up 43 points. And I know hey, guys, I know Nico don't play no defense. But, man, the quarterback you just sent back in that trade over at Tennessee just – put up 45 and like 3 touchdowns, and he looked really good for Tennessee, So, did you win the trade? How much money did you pay him? How much did that dad swindle you for? I don't know. But I'm kind of with Quinn here. UCLA, what are you more than a brand right now? I mean, my goodness, I think you're handing out your tickets at the local Jersey Mike's as well. Hey, buy a sub, get 2 free tickets, please. Dear goodness, get here, please. I think I saw you break into a car the other day and leave 4 just so a kid and somebody can come. You don't have people at your stadium, and there's a reason because your brand, your product, your football team is not what it is. And mind you, I didn't pick UNLV last week, not because I'm not a ball number knower, because I was absolutely scared. UNLV looked absolutely horrendous in week 1, nearly lost to an FCS opponent, and then they absolutely turned it around in week 2 against a solid CUSA opponent in Sam Houston, who played well against Western Kentucky the week before and also had 9 wins last season. So I'm not going to do that anymore this season, probably a few more times, but I won't do it anymore at all, guys, I promise. I'm going UNLV in this game. I think the Running Rebels, I think they're going to figure it out. I think Dan Mullen's going to figure it out. They need time to gel. I think either Freddie or somebody said it best. This is like the EMCC of Group of Five football. They brought in every transfer possible. They're trying to be a reincarnation place. Like, come be great again, 5-star athlete that has not worked out in 6 schools, please. And that's what they're trying to do. And ULV needs time to gel. I think they're going to start doing that. They're showing it little by little, but I think they do it well here in this UCLA win.
Okay, Freddie, before you go, let me point this out. The fact that they can't pack the stadium at UCLA is sad. They're the largest public school in the state of California, to my knowledge. Okay, so you've got a huge student body. But the way, to my understanding, the city of LA works is you have so many options for sports teams that if you're not winning, why would I go? I'm
Right.
my money and go watch the Dodgers or go watch the Lakers or go watch the Angels or the Rams or the Chargers or USC, like insert team here, right? Just win football games and you'd start filling your stadium because people would come to watch. But they're not going to waste their time with a garbage G5 team pretending to be a Big Ten team.
Yeah, that's a great point. And Chase, I'll say this: UNLV finally went in the direction I said that they should have a couple of weeks ago, and start Calandria at quarterback, and that was the case. All of a sudden, he's up to 444 passing yards. You name it, they did what they needed to and wanted to Sam Houston in that game last week. And UCLA is terrible. They're a dumpster fire. They're an abysmal. That like the fact that Nico would go to UCLA just because of the money proves to me he's not a winner. He cares nothing about winning. It's money and that's it, right? I don't think that this hurts him going to the pros without a doubt. Not only coaching is worse, but B, your tape doesn't look good, and C, you're playing in a terrible bottom end of a conference that you're going to just look worse no matter what. So here we are. UNLV is going to win this game. And I think Nico is going to have another terrible performance, and he might be benched. They may have spent all that money on him for him to be benched after a couple of weeks. And that's sad to see. And I hope that doesn't happen. And listen, I hope Nico turns it around. I never want to see players play bad or hope that they play bad. But I'm not upset at it if he plays bad because of what transpired at Tennessee. I'm just going to keep it real with you. That was a terrible situation, handled terribly from both parties, but especially Nico and his family and how whatever the rumors were. But give me UNLV to win this game here. I think it's going to be a fun one to watch. I wouldn't be surprised if Vegas lost a lot of money on this game.